So it's really great that Vermont Violins is using this more environmentally friendly alternative. Fingerboard feels great, very smooth, and yeah, lively. Sonowood is a very hard wood, just like ebony is, so it feels exactly the same. Hi, my name is Joseph Arnold, and I'm a violinist and Alexander Technique teacher living in Philadelphia. I am the co-founder of Soulforce Music School, which is a school about Alexander Technique for musicians, and I'm also the violinist in the Hot Club of Philadelphia, the premier gypsy jazz band of the Philadelphia area. So today I'm going to be reviewing this lovely violin from Vermont Violins, one of the Richelieu, hope I'm pronouncing that right, models. And I'll talk a little bit about it in just a moment, but first I'll play a song that I wrote in the gypsy jazz style. This one's called a Dark Waltz. So you can imagine the guitars starting off something like this. So, I noticed a bunch of things about this violin, and the first is this is a really beautiful and unique looking instrument. Of course the body here, the face, very nice spruce, and I like the one piece back, but of course what's really noticeable are the fingerboard and the other fittings. And so the fingerboard is made out of sonowood, which is a new alternative to ebony. Of course, ebony is an endangered species, I believe, and there's less and less of it in the world, and we need to keep those trees standing and not cut as many of them down, right? So it's really great that Vermont Violins is using this more environmentally friendly alternative. And one concern that violinists might have with a new wood for these kinds of the fingerboard and the other fittings is, does it still work well? Does it feel the same? Does it still sound the same? And in playing this violin, if I were blindfolded, I couldn't tell the difference. It's still, the fingerboard feels great, very smooth, and yeah, lively. Sonowood is a very hard wood, just like ebony is, so it feels exactly the same. And the other fittings are boxwood, I believe, which are very beautiful as well. And so about the sound and playability of the violin, one thing I really like about this violin is just how open the sound is. And it's very responsive, resonant. Yeah, and it's easy to play, it's easy to get a nice tone out of it. This would be a great sort of step-up violin if you're going into conservatory. This would be a really good workhorse, and the sound would mature really nicely over time. Alright, well that's all I have to say about this violin for right now. If you want to check out the Hot Club of Philadelphia, you can go to hotclubphilly.com. You can find our new CD there. And if you want to check out my work with Alexander Technique for musicians, especially if you have problems with tension or injuries, I can help you out with all of that. I used to have injuries myself, really bad injuries in my arms, tendinitis kinds of things that nearly stopped my career as a violinist. So if that's the case for you, there is hope. You just go to my website, josepharnold.com, and ask me more about that. All right, that's all for today. Have a good one.